So, you want to make a Fursona, but you don't know what Fursona species you want to use. But you know you want to make it weird. Well, I thought what would be a bit of fun today is if I gave you guys a list of perhaps really kind of unusual but cute animals that you could use as a Fursona, which I'm about 90% sure are not in the furry fandom. So, grab your tails, get a wee cuddle in, and I hope you enjoy the video. So, starting off the list with something that's native to Scotland, the Highland Coo. So, the reason I chose the Highland Coo was because they're basically big, shaggy-haired cows, and they've got such a bippable snout, they're so adorable. So their nature is like they do a lot of play fighting, they are friendly lickers, they love a good lick, and also they're great foragers. And the reason why I put them on the list was because in the furry fandom, there isn't actually all that many cow sonas. They're not common at least. And I think this one has an emo fringe. What more could you want? But honestly, like, if you're ever looking for something maybe a little bit out there that has an emo fringe, give the Highland Coo a go. The Lowland Streaked Turk. So look at this little cutie from Madagascar. Despite the fact that they have spikes and they curl up in a ball when threatened, they are technically not hedgehogs, which I find weird. But anyway, the one reason I love these guys is look at the bright colours, they're absolutely adorable, and I think it'd be a great sona for perhaps somebody who is socially shy, and because we all know it's like going out in public and you're just like, nope, I don't like this. But yeah, and it also gives you an excuse to have like a Fursona that has like spikes just coming off of it. I think that's such a cool idea. So if you want to be a shy, spiky boy, give them a wee go. The Siberian Flying Squirrel. So this little guy from North Asia and North Europe doesn't need a lot of explaining why it goes on the list. I mean, look at them. But I'm gonna give it a go anyway, because as you can see, they've got like wee flaps under their arms so that they can fly. And I think this could maybe be an adorable thing when it comes to like a fur con, and let's say it's like been a rainy day and you just want to cuddle up. You get your wee flaps out, you get all your friends all cuddled in. Could you imagine how adorable that would be? It would be almost like you're like a walking cover. So that is why this little guy gets on the list. The Feather Star. Okay, so this one is really out there for the really weird sonas, because the Feather Star is found in the Indian Ocean, generally in like shallow areas. They're generally quite small, and I mean, look at them, they're mental. But the reason I wanted to put them on the list is because when you see them floating around, you can look at videos on YouTube, they're very like chill, very relaxed, not threatening or anything, and yet they're still got this aura of like whoa to them, and I think that's really cool. So I think this would be great for perhaps like stoners, or perhaps somebody who's just really laid back and you know what, just wants something like unearthly horrifying at the same time. The Long-Eared Jerboa. So this little guy is from the North China and Southern Mongolia, and the reason why I wanted to put it on the list is because not only are they just a little jumpy guy, which is like adorable, but because socially, they're generally like a creature that prefers their own space. Because even if they're in a colony, they will all prefer their own burrows, and I think that's pretty cool. Particularly if you're somebody who, like me, I like being social, but I also get over-socialed, and I love my own personal space. So I think this would be a great sona for any like introverts out there. The Japanese Weasel. So this one is funnily enough from Japan, and the reason why I put this little guy in here is because they're absolutely adorable, and you can often find them with like a kind of like Arctic style coat. So you've seen Arctic wolves, you've seen Arctic foxes, you can perhaps try an Arctic weasel, which I also think would be such a cool mix. But the reason why I wanted to put this guy on the list was because they're very, very territorial. You come near their burrow and they will go rah, 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 rah. They will be all over you. So, so that is the reason why it gets on the list. It's perhaps it'd be great for somebody who is perhaps a little bit introverted and like their personal space. The Chinese water deer. So, this guy from China and Korea is also known as the vampire deer for obvious reasons, but it also doesn't eat meat, so the title's a little bit ironic. This is another kind of animal that prefers like being by themselves, but they actually might form small groups or get into like pairs and stuff. So again, it's another one for you introverts out there who perhaps have like smaller groups or like pairs and stuff like that. But the reason why I wanted to put them on the list is because look at those tusks. They've got like such cool tusks. Everyone needs to see this. So it's perhaps a great one for perhaps somebody that wants to have like a spooky kind of Fursona, but also kind of cute spooky. The Illy Pika. So this little guy is from northwest China, and they're actually super rare, and it's supposed to be even more rare than like pandas and stuff, which is crazy. So I actually think this would be such a great Sona to integrate, because some of their characteristics is that during winter they're generally out during the day, like tons. They're very active during the day, whereas when spring and summer comes around, then they're actually more active during the night. So I actually think this would be a really great Sona for perhaps somebody who's very much a night owl, or perhaps somebody who absolutely loves winter. So if that's you, then why don't you give the Illy Pika a go? The Qual. So this little guy is actually native to Australia, and is actually another one that is super rare, and it's actually in decline, which really sucks because look at their little face. They're absolutely adorable, and they've got lovely little markings on their back and stuff. So I think this would be such a creative one, and actually perhaps could be a tribute or like a raising awareness of this animal, which I think would actually be a really awesome message to send out. But one of the reasons why I wanted to also put them is that they generally hunt at night, which means that they are very much night owls. So this is another one which would be great for any night owls who perhaps want to send out a good message. The Panda Ant. So this guy looks and sounds like he is a hybrid, but he actually does exist. They're native to Chile, and I think they're great. I think from what I understand, they're actually more related to flightless wasps than ants, but science. But the reason why I wanted to put them on the list is because the females of this species generally actually get fluffier. They get very fluffy. And I think that could be something that people would absolutely love to build on. You could have a fluffy panda ant as your Fursona. Like, how adorable would that be? Those were a few weird but cute animals that you could use for your Fursona. This was just a kind of quick video while I'm planning out my next big video. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you've got any suggestions on future videos you want to hear, please pop them down below. I would honestly love to hear that. And more than anything, guys, remember that you matter yesterday, you matter today, and you matter tomorrow. And I love you all. Mwah! So you want to make a Fursona? Fuck. And one thing about the... What the fuck was that? What happened there, Woofs? What happened there? What happened? Bad. Great Sona. Perhaps somebody who's a little bit socially... excuse me. So the Chris the Gesco. Wink. Yeah. Fuck. I forgot a bit.